Hi, Gemini. I hope that you guys are doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So we're using a different deck today. It is the AE Weight Tarot deck. It was gifted to me by my sister. Shout out to her. Thank you. All of the readings so far, and we have done all but 3 signs, including yours, have been about karmic situations happening. So I'm assuming that that's also what yours is going to be about. I'm hearing Cancer, Gemini. Ooh, something we're being tested by. Maybe something, something manifested that was out of balance that we're setting straight now. I'm getting this. Something that we're coming to understand. It's like maybe, again, a situation that manifested. I'm seeing somebody that we may need to take a break from, Gemini. I'm hearing give them time to think. Maybe we're giving someone time to think, okay? I'm hearing pentagram. I'm seeing something we feel very confused by here. I'm hearing behavior. Maybe somebody's behavior that we feel confused by, Gemini. It's like, who really are you underneath there? I'm getting something like that. I'm hearing silent movie. I'm seeing something that we need to set boundaries with, okay? Maybe to not be going back and forth with something. It's like we have to like pick a solid direction, set boundaries, and it's like I'm seeing somebody like having such a facade here, okay? You see this person that's all covered up here? So spacey, these colors. I feel like we're at the disco. You see this person all covered up? It's like I'm seeing you like ripping the mask off of something and being like, hold it right there. I'm seeing you setting boundaries and being like, this is not acceptable. I'm hearing take off that sheet. It's like somebody's wearing a mask and you're like, no, come on now. I'm hearing I'm not messing around. I'm seeing a lesson that we're learning. Maybe about understanding like what our intuition was telling us, because the 7 of Cups, it speaks on having a hard time with a certain, I'm hearing, particular sense of discernment. And it's like, what are your emotions actually telling you? Where are you being guided? And I'm seeing us being like, this is not happening anymore. I'm looking at double 7s here. I'm getting something about karma. I'm looking at Saturn. I'm hearing Saturn's lessons. I'm seeing something that we're completing. I'm seeing like a road that has stones lining it. I'm hearing driveway. I'm hearing driving force. I'm seeing something going on. It's like some sort of conflict that we're feeling. Maybe because we're recognizing where it's time for us to step up. Where's the place for us to step up, Gemini? It's like maybe we were dealing with a fire sign for some of us. Maybe we were dealing with a water sign for some of us, okay? Somebody that we need to set boundaries with. This is also about understanding like what's going to make us feel empowered, what's going to make us feel attractive, what's going to make us feel like we're in touch with the things that we have to offer, the things that we have to give. I'm hearing who we are as people, as individuals, and I'm hearing what we feel in that space. Ooh, Gemini. I'm seeing a sense of confusion we were feeling coming to a full final end. It's like somebody's behavior, I'm hearing unacceptable. I'm seeing us setting firm boundaries with this person. It's like I'm hearing no more of that. No, Gemini, not in your house. I'm hearing the epitome. I'm hearing the manifestation of a soul contract. You had a soul. Okay, so I'm getting like we experienced a bit of a karmic situation. I'm hearing a bit of a karmic situation. Not so much a bit. I guess depending on where I catch you with this, maybe you caught it earlier on. We were dealing with a karmic. Unfortunately, this was something that we signed off for, Gemini. Something that you were a brave soul, said you'd come here and help them with learning a karmic lesson. And what you're teaching them is that this behavior is unacceptable, and that's why boundaries are set. I'm seeing this be like a frequency, like maybe you've also dealt with this frequency in the past, Gemini, something that you're aware of. So it's almost like, no thank you. I'm seeing like karma, like there's some sort of return. I'm almost getting it like being a vet, Gemini, and it's like this frequency gets sent to you because you have, I'm hearing, prior experience to whatever this is, and the guides are like, yeah, you can handle this, it's fine, Gemini. You've done this once before, it's cool. Maybe more than once. Yeah, I'm seeing like this back and forth dialogue that we hear, okay? All right, Gemini, I'm looking at Saturn, which is Capricorn, and I'm looking at Cancer popping out here, okay? It's like, this can definitely be the water sign. For some, I'm getting, okay? Gemini, I'm seeing confusion that's coming to an end. I'm seeing boundaries that we are setting with somebody, I'm hearing, whose behavior was unbelievable. I'm seeing a lesson that we're learning about a soul contract that we're going through right now. This is like a karmic contract that we're going through right now that we're sorting out, okay? I'm seeing us like understanding something. It's almost like I'm seeing like your guides having a discussion and them coming forward and like whispering in your ear to you over here. Like, so you can receive these messages, like maybe intuitively, maybe more directly, okay? Also us wanting to work with ourselves in a way, it's like alchemizing this energy between like your Queen of Wands and also your Queen of Cups. It's like, I'm hearing, how far do I want to take this? And also like recognizing what you're picking up on and how you want to utilize that. I'm hearing strength. I'm hearing strength based. It's like taking the things that you've learned, these lessons that you're learning, and channeling them into something that gets you somewhere, in a direction that you want to go. I'm seeing you getting far away from this situation, Gemini. Yeah. This is coming through, so I'm going to call it out. Like, this person, whoever you were dealing with, the person that you set boundaries with, they're not feeling good about their behavior, I'm seeing, because ultimately it just they're alienating themselves, okay? And it's like, they may have had you in the dark about something, in the fog. It's like, I'm seeing you like trying to push through these clouds. I'm getting a Scooby-Doo reference here. It's like you're trying to get through the fog here and the clouds. And by the time you get through, it's like you're on that like last little cloud and you open it. I'm seeing you finally understanding something for what it is. I'm seeing like the curtain close. It's like this story is finished now. I'm seeing the ending. Again, I'm getting this like curtain closing, and it's like this person is just out here on the outside, and it's because of like whatever I'm hearing play they made in this situation. It's like whatever behavior they had that was I'm hearing unconstitutional. It's like something that you felt was disrespectful. This person definitely thought they were getting away with something, and you were like, let me stop you right there. I'm seeing something like that. I'm looking at strength. I'm looking at Leo popping out here. Somebody definitely thought they were smart, gonna get away with something, but I'm seeing you being like, I'm hearing, I've done this before. It's like your sage wisdom over here, Gemini, being like, this isn't gonna happen to me again. I'm hearing, not this time. So I'm seeing a lesson that we've learned. I'm hearing completion. It's like You know, sometimes when we learn a karmic lesson that we came here on earth to learn, it's like the universe will send it through like just one more time to make sure you really learned. And I'm seeing like, instead of it being ooh, I'm seeing a ring pop right here. Maybe somebody likes candy. Maybe this person you're dealing with likes candy, okay? I'm seeing one of those blue and reddish ones. They have like those swirls, you see the way that this person's outfit is. I'm seeing a ring pop. So it's almost like, Gemini, you may have dealt with this kind of energy before. This can be like somebody that was, I don't know, that was lying to you, essentially. I'm getting something like that. It was like somebody messing with you mentally, okay? Something that we needed to put an end to. Somebody that left you in a state of confusion, and you really needed to sit and think about something in order to, like, I'm hearing understand where you stood. I'm hearing on that front with that person, okay? And so whatever you experienced in the past, been there, done that, lesson complete. And it's like the universe then sends this next thing through for you. I'm getting, Gemini. And you're like, before it gets too far, like I'm hearing like it did last time. I just saw 1111. It's like, we're not doing this anymore. I'm seeing you stopping somebody in their tracks and being like, go no further. I'm getting like, we're not doing this anymore. This is what that ending is. And I'm getting that this person was not suspecting this, okay? Like they didn't think you were going to catch them. Maybe they got away with this before. Not with you, apparently, though. So I'm seeing like, I'm seeing this soul contract that comes through, this karmic contract that we're dealing with. I'm seeing us making the progress that we need. I'm seeing us recognizing who we are. Like maybe before we had been in a situation where we had come up against like some sort of frequency like this, like been met with this energy, and maybe we somehow forgot who we were, something like that. Like maybe somebody drained us, maybe we weren't empowered in that space. And I'm seeing this situation come around and you being like, that's not going to happen to me again. And I'm seeing you being like, I'm seeing you stopping this person. It's like, you know how to work with your energy now in a way where nobody's going to be taking advantage of you. Not in that way. It's like you're too savvy. I'm seeing you being able to pick up on a certain person's energy, okay, intuitively. It's like I've worked to step into a place where I feel empowered. I've worked to I'm hearing increase my intuitive abilities. It's like you've worked to be able to pick up on these signals, and you've worked to be in a place where you're not going to let somebody disempower you, not from where you stand. And I'm seeing you like almost having this conversation with your guides here about like a person that maybe you were linking up with, okay? We could have had like some sort of relationship with them, maybe meeting up with this person, and it's like, it's almost like, what are we going to do about this situation? I'm seeing it being like that, and I'm seeing you like following your intuition. And I'm hearing mode, I'm hearing mode of operation. It's like you're getting in your car and you're driving away from this thing. It's like I'm seeing your intuition like giving you the directions of like where you want to aim this, okay? I'm seeing railroad tracks. I'm looking at like a nod to Egypt here as well. I'm seeing something about Teletubbies. Just what's coming through. I'm seeing it almost like, it's hard to see on her, but it almost reminds me of like that little patch that they have, if you can see that. It's like that little screen. Maybe you're watching something on the TV. Also, I'm getting something about like communicating in a certain way with somebody. I'm looking at Cancer here. I'm seeing something that we need to release. I'm looking at Gemini. I'm seeing something we're ready to let go of, okay? Maybe a water sign, maybe a fire sign, Gemini. I'm looking at Leo. I'm also looking at Saturn, which is Capricorn. I'm looking at Cancer. We're going to pull a couple more cards. I'm seeing us looking within, and I'm seeing us finding the clarity that we've been looking for. There may be a Virgo that's stepping towards you to help you out with something. It's almost like you went through this situation, and I'm seeing you doing this reflective work. I'm hearing in the reflective, I'm hearing time, space. continuum. It's like this space that you go to when you're reflecting on yourself, maybe like in the astral realm, maybe you like in your meditative practices when you're grounding, doing I'm hearing all sorts of things. It's like the stuff that you do when you're reflecting, right? When you go into like hermit mode, okay? I'm seeing like all of the answers coming towards you about like where you're being guided, and it's like you're actually recognizing a sense of happiness, and I'm hearing accomplishment that you feel. Maybe a sense of satisfaction that we're finding as well. Maybe about the clarity that comes to us now when we look within. Because I'm getting that before we may have been in a spot where we were not able to pick up. I just saw 1533 where we were not able to pick up on intuitive messages. And it's like now they're ringing loud and clear. I'm seeing it almost like your guides delivering you these messages upon the rainbow here. And I'm seeing this horse running through and clarifying things for you by means of, it's like your ability to translate what your intuition is telling you by means of like your emotion. Here I'm getting something about like telekinetics here. Telekinetics, like maybe also telekinetics, okay? I'm seeing us being able to like translate these things, these messages that we get from the water. I'm getting a Frida Kahlo reference, What the Water Gave Me. That's also a Florence and the Machine song. It's a piece of art by Frida Kahlo. It's about interpreting what's in the water. She's basically like scrying. So maybe we're getting into practices again that help illuminate aspects of like what we're feeling, and it's helping us to understand things conceptually and like turn this into the front of our brain. It's like rather than it being like chaos, and I'm getting something about like white noise in the background, it's like you can actually tune in now to where you need to go, and what actually you're being told as far as like your intuition. And this is progress that you've made. I'm hearing to be able to tune into the channels, to change the channels, to tune into the channels. It's like to get the message, to pick up the message in order to understand what your intuition is telling you and be on that same wave and bring it consciously to the front of your brain in whatever ways you're getting those messages, okay? All right, Gemini, we're going to leave it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody, I'm seeing somebody with like really pointy shoes here, maybe boots or something. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Bye, Gemini.